Guys, what led to you getting back together after a brief hiatus, then hitting the studio and releasing that album, Wheels?
I think we just had a bunch of songs about, trucking and driving, and we didn't know where else to put them, so we had to make a record.
The Hammers have songs written from some of music's best. David Lee Murphy, Steve Earle, my good buddy Colt Ford was also on a song with you guys. The three of you penning songs as well. Who was that one songwriter that really stood out for you guys?
I think, to speak for Jason here, but he, as the leader of the band, really drawing on the classics, and rooting the band in, although it's got a heavy southern rock flavor, it's really rooted in classic country like Del Reeves and cats like that, where that's where he really draws his influence.
The Squeeze was released back in May, and the latest song to hit airwaves. I'm loving this song, by the way, is Your Love is a Drug. Tell us all about
Thank
it.
you so much. You know what? It was just one of those songs that I always wanted to write a song that was kind of like Queen, where they had a couple of songs where it was just Freddie Mercury, just, a big wall of vocals. And one thing we never really showcased with this band was the vocals, and it's so strong that it just had to be done. And so, the first, few bits of the first whole chorus is just the acoustic vocals, and that's the strength of this band. It's not just a rock band with three chords and a bunch of drums. There's a deep well of vocal talent, and I'm glad we got to do it.
The guys from the Roadhammers joining CFWE. Now, when you're out on tour, what is the most requested song that you get?
Probably I'm a Roadhammer.
There's a few, which is a nice problem to have. I mean, if there were just one that stood out among the others, it'd be a little alarming, I guess, and because they're waiting around a whole hour just to hear that song. But Girl on the Billboard is a big one for us. Eastbound and Down, and then a new song on the new record. It's called All Your Favorite Bands, and Clay brought this in. It was originally done by the Dawes, but we get a lot of requests for this song.
And Jason, one of those songs on your new album is written about your wife.
I've written several.
Yeah.
Most don't make the record. We wrote songs for our collective wives, I think, and one of them was Crazy About You, the first single, and just that, after so many years that you can still, that's the one you want to rush home to after a tour, and it's amazing. My life's changed so much. I mean, I've always been the guy who makes the worst mistakes ever and takes her for granted, in the worst ways. And but at the end of the day, she's the one I want to be watching TV with and just be with.
Again, we got the Roadhammers in our studios this afternoon. What are you going to sing?
Hey, you know what? We're going to play that song that we were talking about that is off the new record. It's been getting lots of requests, and it was originally recorded by the Dawes, and we're really fond of it, and it's called All Your Favorite Bands.
Roadhammers and CFWE.
Drives and hot French fries, and friends around the country. Goodlettsville, good old Thunder Bay. When I think of you still got on your hat says let's party. Hope that thing is never thrown away. Hope the life without a chaperone is what you thought it'd be. Hope your brothers El Camino runs forever. Hope the world sees the same person that you've always been to me. And may all your favorite bands stay together. Waking up and I'm still kind of bleary, so don't quote me. But when I open, I'm writing you this song. Ain't it funny how some people come into your head so easy? Haven't seen you in here for so long.
on CFWE. Yes. We're also on Facebook Live, so make sure you check out that video right now on our CFWE Facebook fan page. Guys, the CCMAs, under a month from now, you're nominated for Group of the Year. Way to go on that nomination, first of all. Chris, Bass Player of the Year, and Clayton, Songwriter of the Year, with our good friend Dan Davidson. What does being nominated in big categories like these mean for guys like you?
I think it's like everybody, like Chris was talking about earlier with the Juno. It's always great to be recognized for the work that you're doing, and we don't set out when we make records to get nominations or try and get awards. We're just trying.
What?
What?
Did you hit your head?
Yeah, sorry. I mean, all we're really trying to do is connect with our audience, and a lot of times trying to connect with our own selves. I think writing music is more therapy than anything else. Trying to sort out your own thoughts and feelings. But when it gets recognized by the Canadian Country Music Association, it's always an honor, and it's going to be a really exciting year, I think.
We're about to play your new song, Your Love is a Drug. We were just talking about that before. Such a great song. Love the video as well. What's the reaction been from your fans about the new tune?
Oh, it's kind of funny with a brand new song like that, and you look out into the audience when we're playing live, and people are actually singing along. They already know the words. It's and that was right off the hop, as soon as the record was released. So that's always a good sign.
Jason, Clayton, and Chris from the Roadhammers, thanks a lot for coming in, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you for all the support and all your listeners for keeping the Hammers out on the road.